Yeah. This had quite nice looking SVGA backgrounds and graphics. Just came home from work. Ah, yeah, I feel that. I feel that so much. I don't remember which version this is, because like I said earlier, there is 2 versions of this game, and the difference is the ending. This is the finished version, yeah. Everybody is drunk. Well, that was a really important video. Introduction. Prologue. Yes, please.
In a faraway land, in a world lost to the mystery and wonders of strange beings and magical creatures, came the dawn.
Everything is janky with me.
Deception and betrayal. The Mechubars were a race of astral beings like luminous orbs, who had come to the world of Balkane to create a civilization filled with beauty, wisdom,
let's listen to
and
this.
Absolute power to rule and control all worlds with a sacred knowledge in all the hidden mysteries of the Ancient Ones. It was on this dark winter night that 4 conspirators were condemned to rule the destiny and eternal damnation of the people of Balkane. If I remember the legend correctly, there was a young priest in the cult of Mechubars. Ishmael was the only one to really know the secret to the great powers of them. Driven by his own jealous ambition and greed, Ishmael set out to mastermind a treasonous plot that would radically change an apparently simple course in Balkanian history. To deceive the Mechubars was one thing. Only this meant a very noble offense for the Balkanians. But to betray your own people is quite
My
another.
mic is off because of the opening.
Perhaps the conspirators had overestimated their strength.
Trying to listen.
They had certainly underestimated the vigilance of the Mechubars. The consequences of their failure was critical, and the retribution of the Mechubars was cruel and harsh. The most fateful consequence was the unleashing of the vital Mechubars, causing severe cataclysms. The planet was torn apart into 4 separate lands, wherein each would reign the dominion of ice, mist, water, and fire. The 4 conspirators were sentenced to exile in the 4 different lands, where they would rule as beastly demigods to assure the eternal damnation and terror on the hopeless people of Balkane. Ishmael was the only one to escape the wrath of the Mechubars. His whereabouts to this day are unknown. The adventure in which you are about to participate is the story of a young hero named Quickthorpe, who unknowingly sets out on a journey into a weird world, born out of the mind of one very sick man. It is a fable in one way, but in A Trick of the Tail, it's a strange trip through the lost world of Balkane.
Yep. If I remember correctly, this was the only game this studio ever made. which is always a nice idea.
So, this is it, is it?
I'm afraid it's true, Quickthorpe, and I'm sad to see you go.
You don't think there's been some mistake, do you?
I've been
Thank
asking
you,
myself
GameSpot.
the same question But the fact of the matter is that all the other village
But
people
how
are
much
either
does
too
Lasole
busy or
give?
just not interested. If you persevere and remember at all times to keep your mind pure and your heart true, I believe you will succeed.
Sounds great, but what am I supposed to do?
The village has chosen you, Quickthorpe, to go out to the far reaches of these cursed lands and seek out the four beasts who are guarding the lost jewels.
I
of
like
Volcane.
Lasole's rating
These jewels are the
much
key
better.
to the future of our people. Once you have destroyed these beasts and recovered the jewels, our village will be free from their tyranny.
Bad games get 4.6 out of 5 and good games gets Maxakoku.
How will I know where to find these jewels?
You already know about the ice giant who is ruling the frozen lands just outside the walls of our village. We are pretty sure that he's got the emerald.
Yeah.
Previous expeditions have
Never
reported
listen
there
game
are
spots.
probably only 3 other lands on Volcane. There is no doubt in my mind that the jewels are out there, one for each beast, and one beast in each land.
But I don't know what these jewels look like.
0.08
According
out
to
of
our
5.
village
Yep,
historian,
that's
there are
Halo.
4 jewels. Each contains a special power
That's
which
Halo for
control
you.
the essential life forces of Volcane. The emerald contains the power of fertility and spring. You should recognize it by its beautiful green color. The diamond, well, we all know what a diamond looks like. It represents eternity.
I don't.
Apart from being a girl's best friend. Anyway, the
Hi,
diamond
Siika,
is
hi,
said to hold the
Vancaster.
power of
Hi.
mist and rain. The sapphire is a deep dark blue jewel containing the power of the water. Legend says that an ugly gorgon is keeping it at the bottom of the sea. Then there is the red ruby, which contains the power of fire and shadows. They're all out there somewhere. Now it's up to you to bring them back to me.
Hello, Stalking.
Do you have any last words of advice?
Everyone has given you their blessings. As for myself, the
Blessings.
talisman I now give you is not only a good luck charm, it will also protect you from spirits and other evil entities during your quest.
Spirits.
I've had enough of this chit-chat. I'm going now.
Give 'em hell, Quickthorpe.
Give him hell. Give him hell. The frozen lands. But yeah, you know, this game has, you know, heart in a way. In a way.
Good day to you, sir.
And a good day to you, young squirt. I don't mean to alarm you, but haven't you strayed a bit far from Mummy and Daddy?
Well, he seems like a nice guy.
Well, I haven't gotten very far yet.
Where are you off to, if you don't mind me asking?
For starters, I'm off to waste the ice giant and get back the emerald. Then I'll be heading out to some new lands for adventure. You know, going to new places, meeting interesting people, and then killing them. I guess I won't be home for lunch.
It just so happens that as a hunter, I get about these lands quite a bit, and I must say, you've got your work cut out for you.
This
country
game, by the
is
way,
no
has
cakewalk.
really,
And with
really
all the
quirky
hoodlums and
humor.
freaks out there, you're going to attract a lot of attention, especially dressed like that.
I'll just have to take my chances.
But after
And as for dress sense, I can see Armani isn't your middle name.
I guess we both look conspicuous. However, I have a weapon.
Let's strip down to our skivvies and take a swim. Oh, I forgot, I can't swim.
You're crazy. It's a good way to catch pneumonia and a one-way ticket to Casket Town.
What's on the other side of the bridge?
There's nothing but open country, some forest and small game. It's not the best territory for hunting, but I do keep myself busy. Just the same, you better not stray too far. You could get lost.
It's been great talking.
This-
Have a nice day.
this game, you know, it feels at first it feels like a fantasy adventure game, but then there are just really strange conversations. And I think the animation isn't that bad, really.
Come on, that sign is much too far away for me to read.
That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's natural abilities.
Yeah. Stuck, no. 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 Quick Torb. Turb. Derb. That would be a better name to the character. Derb. Quick Derb. 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 Quick Derb.
These are my chili peppers now.
Well.
Quickthorpe takes the lantern without even asking.
What?
I hope no one mistakes me for a burglar.
Like the dialogue.
Wow, it's like a dungeon down here.
The dialogue is really strange in this game.
A statuette cannot be used in this fashion. I don't suppose anybody will notice that you've taken it.
This really
This
strange.
could come in handy in the future.
Really strange, you know. This is strange. When you press escape, do you want to save? Yes. If you press no, it goes to the main menu. Whee. If you press, yeah, and it goes to the main menu when you save. Which is nice. Or maybe this game has different button for doing saves without. Oh, enter. Nice. Dialogue text on. So enter. Nice. Let's put some speed to the game. Ooh, now I like it already. Much fast. Much fast, and space is inventory. Nice. But escape, that is really strange, you know. Usually when you press escape you get some kind of option or menu or something like that. This just quits the main menu. Do you want to save? Okay, please, thank you. Well, why not?
Quickthorpe is not scared of ghosts. It's the talisman that the village elder...
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea.
That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's natural abilities.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It's strange. When you have item, you have to take it from inventory or not use. This game has, you know, that kind of strange jankiness. Well, hello.
The old woman's name is Wilder. She is known to have certain powers.
Like blindness. Bat!
There's even a dead bat hanging here.
Bats! I like bats. I don't like bats.
That's not exactly what I had in mind. I don't see anything else of interest.
No,
The old hag doesn't seem to mind me taking this book.
Because she is blind.
The old woman's name is... Wilder keeps her essential cooking ingredients handy by the fireplace.
I see from the smell in here, I'd say the old hag's stirring up a nasty brew.
Yeah.
Quickthorpe takes the leaves from the pot.
That sounds like, you know, what was that? Sir... What was the guy's name that makes those... that made Attenborough? Attenborough. the narrator. But by the way, hi Shelly, how are you?
Quickthorpe takes...
Yeah, we stole everything. Where is it? Where is it? Here. Choose. I will take you every time. Every time. No questions about it. How are you, Choose? How is it going in Kuwait? How's the weather at the moment?
Oh, there you are, sweetie.
Hello?
Are you back so soon?
No. Hello.
Why don't you come up to my room? It's so...
Alas, my little sparrow, the destiny of our people is resting in my hands.
I'm just saying that there are some chickly effects here.
And though your soft words rip through my aching heart, I must not be distracted.
Come on, guy, do it.
Oh, well, suit yourself, you little worm.
No, man, no, don't do it. It's cold. Oh yeah, it's really, it's cold day here in Finland today also, but like after tomorrow it's going to get plus Celsius degrees, like next Monday it was like plus 6 or something like that. But Juice mama. I have to ask you, was the last night as good to you as it was for me? It was so enjoyable to see you squirm and feel the pricking. It was... The juices were flowing. We got more snow. Yeah, we got more snow. It was great. It was great. And there is going to be, warm weather, so everything is going to melt down. Meltdown sounds like a... Meltdown sounds like, that there is some nuclear problems with... It was pretty good. The breaking so fast. Just like me. Just like me.
The large chair, with a fluffy rolled pillow, looks like it might have seated a fat-bottomed princess.
Fat-bottomed girl, just...
At last, my dear child, you have released me from this terrible prison.
You are getting there, Juice. You are getting there. Trust me. Trust me. We are going to make a fin out of you. Olen niin kostea, että joudun vaihtamaan housuni.
I've been waiting for you for so long.
Yeah.
And now that you're here, well, I'm not at all
Hula viti hallaa, sanoi heppaseni. Juice says it to me every time, and when Juice comes to Finland, he's going to use it to everyone. To everyone.
But who? What kind of creature are you?
I am Cymbeline, the goddess of the lake, and the spirit of spring, all wrapped up into one hot little package.
Like I said, the dialogue of this game is really strange.
You're the first spirit I've ever met. In person, that is. Is that why you're green and transparent and glowing all over? Or have you recently visited Chernobyl?
It's a fantasy game.
None of this is really important right now. What really matters is that I return you the favour for having healed this old boat and freeing my soul.
That sounds like a good deal to me. What do you propose to do?
What's he trusting? Well, you can see the hands. They are in a firm grip,
What to do? That's a
Those
very good
ghostly
question.
things,
The problem is that I haven't a clue. I've got it. Take a small piece of my
Hi,
stomach,
Jasper.
like
How
an
are
outer
you?
orb.
I've been
That way I can come
stroking.
along with you. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know.
Great. Let's...
Not so fast, you eager beaver. Remember, this piece of me is only
It's like
alone, so you'll have to bring it back.
one push and a stare.
You can't expect me to always have my parts scattered all over.
Time is money, woman.
Let's get naked and take a swim in the lake. You first.
You know I'd love to. It would be just the thing to wake me up after this long sleep. But there is no time to waste. Your people are waiting on you. And frankly, so am I.
Come on, guys. This is just so.
You're putting me on. I can see right through you.
This is no time for silly jokes. I'm as serious as can be. Listen carefully now to
Like
my
I said,
words. I know that you have
this
been
was the
chosen by
only
your
game
people
this
to
game
seek out
studio
and
ever
destroy
made,
the terrible beasts who
if my
possess the lost
memory is
jewels.
right.
Well,
Macaulay
then
Culkin.
take return
Yeah.
these jewels to your people,
He is
and
not
the
home
death of
alone
those
anymore.
beasts that will bring back life and harmony to Balkan. However, things are not really as they seem. The origins of this matter
But
go
yeah,
far back
we are
to the
just
time of the ancient
already
ones.
talking about Chernobyl, so
And if my intuition serves me well,
this is the best
I
fantasy
think that
game
your
ever.
old friend is up to some of his nasty old tricks again.
And yes, it seems that I'm
I've
the
had
only
enough
one
of
that has
talking to
played
spirits
this.
for one day.
Why? Why am I always the only one? Why am I always the only one that plays these games? Why? Take the orb. Yeah, orb. Orb to me, baby. Where was it? Here. Because wisdom doesn't come with age. Yeah, it doesn't. Hello. Well-dressed gentleman. Sexy.
Tell me, sir, what are you doing here?
I can tell from your smile that you're new to the forest's edge.
Hmm.
If you wish to enter or go
Never
anywhere
comes
from
with
here,
age, yeah, I
except
know.
back to where you came from, it's going to cost you.
You know.
Personal
You
belongings,
know.
valuable objects will do just fine.
Age and
I presume that
manly
you
stuff,
are
you know.
carrying something valuable.
Neat duds. I mean, you are rather well dressed, sir.
I can afford to be. Now let's see what you have that may be of interest to me.
Oh, sure, I've got loads of stuff in my pockets.
Gaming.
Then would you be so kind as to hand over your most precious
Hi,
piece?
choose. Nice that you come around.
Would you accept an IOU payable on my return?
I take payment in advance, and that's
When I
non-negotiable.
see inside my box,
However, I do thank you for calling to my attention your possible return.
I'm
dubious
unboxing
as
only
that
for
may
you.
be. It so happens that some
Close your
unpleasant
eyes.
little creature made off with a beautiful necklace, which I hold dearly.
And when I talk with this,
If you should ever find this item and return it to me,
Unbox me,
I would be
baby.
happy to work out some exchange in your favor.
I really have to check sometimes these settings with the Go XLR.
After all, I may be a thief, but I am foremost a gentleman.
Sorry,
at all
I'm
the
flat
juice.
broke.
By all means, as you wish. I am a man of leisure.
Man of leisure, I can see that. Like a leisure suit Larry.
I admire your enthusiasm, young man, but you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me. I admire your...
I don't think that's a good idea.
Nothing is. Alright.
Yes, this is quite a rare piece. It'll do just fine. I wish you a pleasant day. There's one born every minute.
What?
The
What?
remains of a broken wagon.
What? Mevoa. Mehua. 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 Quick derp.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
Mehkaa. Nobody says mehkaalla, sorry.
Something seems to be buried here under the snow. That's not exactly what I had in mind.
That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's natural.
Nobody says mehkaa. Don't be like, sorry. I know you. No, I know your game. I know your game.
The snow. I'll be darned. It's an old rusty shield from one of these soldiers.
Yeah, really looks like rusty.
Wow, this shield is heavy.
Yeah. Mehu on löysää. Yep. Yep. I'm not going to open that door. I'm not going to open that door. Well, hello.
Are you guarding the path or just killing time?
Just between you and me, I'm killing time. And time is killing you. The jewels you seek aren't getting any closer. And Ishmael is only becoming more powerful.
Mickey Mouse.
How do you know about the jewels? And who's Ishmael?
Oh, coffee.
Well now, it wouldn't be fair and sporting to tell you now, would it?
What is that whip or what is that?
To give you something like that for free.
That's like 4 out of 5 voice acting.
In the end.
Is this Elmo? Oh no, not make me remember Elmo.
After all, life's like that, you know.
You're an odd-looking sort of fellow.
Well, that was a nice thing to say.
It's a matter of opinion, my little friend. After all, everything's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, Eye of the Beholder is a great game.
So tell me something
play
I don't
it someday.
Did you know that you're close to the
First one is a
place
classic.
where
Played a lot
all
of it on Amiga
all
500.
dreams come to bear?
My precious.
And this
What is
is nothing
Mehu
but
Pizzas?
an illusion of beauty. Did you know that you're nothing other than the seeker of a dream? And that a dream is
I'm just saying,
more
because
than
I
a
played
figment of your imagination.
2 days of Little Devil, I'm really enjoying this game now. This is much. I'm having much more fun with this game than I had with Little Devil. Well, hello. Well, hello.
It's a dead tree stump, all right. But then I never saw a tree stump that wasn't dead. It looks like a lever of some sort. Wow, I must have triggered a secret lever mechanism.
Just make a full melody and not using magic. Make a full magic steam. How about that? How about that? My precious. Well, hello. This was a good idea.
A closer look reveals a shiny ring on the hand of the skeleton.
But if this has been, I believe that this has been hand-drawn graphics, so, well, nice.
I better not wear the ring. I might lose it.
Nice.
Or worse yet, someone might rob me.
A large opening.
Nice. Nice. No, Seagull. No. No. I don't take that kind of stuff into me. I don't use that kind of stuff into me. What? What? What?
I suppose an empty sack could always be useful.
Every man knows.
Well, what do you know? There's a necklace in this nest.
Thank you.
Quickthorpe, takes the pearl necklace from the magpie's nest.
Oh yeah. This was safe, by the way. Well, hello.
Well, well, check this out, lads. A wayward soul, wandering through the forest all on his lonesome. He's a brave chap, he is.
Who does he look like?
That's right. He's brave, all right. What are we gonna do with him, boss?
Phew, god damn with this voice acting.
I say we take him for everything he's got. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Shut up, you morons. First, I want to know what he's doing out here. Then you can do what you want with him. What are you doing nosing around out here in this part of the forest? Come on now, out with it.
Nice bandana, by the way.
I'm on my way to kill the ice giant.
How about that? I'm off to kill the ice giant. He's got a sense of humor, this one. Now give me your money or die.
Arr. It just choose who speaks like a Scottish Canadian man.
Would you settle for some sort of valuable object instead?
You are a man who knows how to choose his words.
Words.
Now let's see if you're also a man of action.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But that's if I remember correctly, that's quite a long game. I will play it someday. I have it. The first one, the Bloodlines, is that's really long game. The Bloodlines. With the ring. Yeah, it's pretty long.
Now this is more like it. I knew.
Oh! The ring was, magical. It kills the one who uses it. Oops, no.
You're not such a tough guy now. By the way, you can keep the ring. That's not exactly what I had. My first lethal weapon. I can't wait to try it out.
Quickthorpe takes the scarf from the dead bandit.
Yeah, we are asshole. We kill him, take the knife and scarf. But why is it called scarf when it should be bandana? I don't understand. No. This guy.
I never cease to amaze myself.
Why? How come?
Wow, it's dark down here.
It sure is. It sure is. Well, hello.
It looks like someone's been digging around down here. It's a piece of clay tablet.
Ooh.
Taking bits and pieces and putting them together is a secret to good detective work.
It looks like some dirt has been tossed around down here. It's a piece of clay tablet.
Yes.
Taking bits and pieces and putting them together is the secret. It's a piece of clay tablet with inscriptions of a magic incantation. The two pieces go together perfectly.
Nice. Nice. Oh, I'm so really waiting for the 20th day. So waiting. But 12 days. 12 days. Well, that sounds nice. Well, we did a save. I hope. This is nice. Yeah, but we did a save. Just need to remember to do more saves if this game wants to be that kind of game. But where did we say? We were... Yeah, we just did this one, so yeah, not far away. Let's just skip the dialogue fast.
Well, what? I think. What are you?
I'm on my...
No.
Would you set... You...
Nice game.
No, this is more like it.
Oh!
You're not such a tough guy now, but my first lethal weapon.
Quickthorpe takes the...
Boom.
Boom shakalaka. Hi Ed, thanks for the sub. 11 months. Oh, time flies. Time flies.
I never
But
cease
yeah,
to amaze
well,
myself.
12 days and it's been 1 year.
An old abandoned well stands in the middle of...
And Ed is one of those
Wow, it's dark down here.
first people who subscribe to my channel. And still subscribe. Still. It's a weird...
A dark opening in the wall of the well can barely be...
Time
It
flies.
looks like someone's been
Yeah.
digging a... It's a piece of clay tablet.
That would be a great
Taking bits and
name
pieces,
for a
a dark
movie.
opening in the wall of the well can barely be
Aikakarpaset.
seen.
Yeah, this game crashed earlier, so...
It looks like some dirt has been... It's a piece of clay tablet. That's not exactly what I had in mind.
What's Dirty Hat? Nothing.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
It's been nice because I did play like 2 evenings of Little Devil, so I'm just saying that this game is much nicer than that game. I'm not losing my mind with this game. And this game, you know, it has a really strange dialogue. We have already discussed about what was it, Chernobyl and stuff like that, which is always nice. Fable is a good game. Yeah, this is the better Fable. Yeah. The better Fable. Stonehead. Stonehead.
What are you looking at?
Nothing really. Well, it's your face.
Yeah, I got a face, so what about it?
Come to think of it, it suits you. You must be great at poker.
Oh, this dialogue.
Cool. Now get lost.
Nothing surprising.
In case you hadn't noticed, there's no...
The dialogue.
I don't feel like talking to anyone. His eyes, they're almost human.
Eyes. They're almost human.
It's a piece of clay tablet with inscriptions of a magic... A closer...
Great game.
The 2 pieces go together perfectly.
Nice.
A closer look shows that these inscriptions are actually...
By the power of the first sun and 7th moon, I command the lands to make way for the mighty Quickthorpe.
I still want the name to be Quick Derp. You are going to be Quick Derp for me.
He won't be staring anybody down anymore.
Well, that was nice. That wasn't nice, really. Was that nice? I don't think so. Frozen. Another body. We just meet dead people all the time.
This guy must have frozen to death. It makes me shiver just looking at him. A sulfur stick. It's too bad he didn't make a fire. It might have saved his life. He won't be needing this anymore.
Yeah, no. No, he won't. Eat him. Well, that would be nice.
It's a pearl necklace.
Yeah, I know. Walk down. Stupid bodies that we have to walk. When we walk on the map, yeah, we choose example to go to the edge of the forest, but because there is a well scene or room between the on the roads on the way, the scene changed to the, how do you say it, zoomed out, the zoomed in, sorry. So we have to walk that way, which is nice.
I'm not sure, but is this the necklace you've been looking for?
That would be a nice idea, Chess.
Blow me down and call me Timber. So it is.
Why blow me down, call me Timber.
This is good fortune indeed. As promised, I take great pleasure in offering you these gloves in return.
Thank you, sir, but a pair of gloves? There's fair exchange, but this is highway robbery.
I realize that you may not see any value in these gloves, but it is often the most insignificant things that become the most important means to achieving the fruits of your dreams. Of course, they'll also keep your hands warm.
That's the most deeply profound thing anyone has ever said to me. Thank you.
It was nothing really.
The dialogue is just so weird. Kill him. Why do you want to kill everybody, Lasoli? Tell me. Why do you want to kill everybody? Frozen warrior. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
These fit just right.
Yes, nice. Nice.
I got the fruit. These gloves must have protected me from the dizzy effects of the poison.
Touch fuzzy, get dizzy. Let's do a save once more, because it seems that this game likes to crash. You have a problem. Ah, this is faster way. Faster way. Okay. Okay. Oh.
A small path could be seen leading into the bushes.
Daisy. Ugh. Ah. Daisy. Ah. Hydrate. Oh yeah.
I smell the blood of a Balkanian.
Kato. Alahärmäläinen. Only Finns understood that joke. Oh. But yeah, I like the graphics of this game. I like the backgrounds. They look really nice.
The ogre's old straw pillow is not very comfortable.
He hides his keys. This ogre is not as dumb as he looks.
Yeah.
He won't miss this key. I don't think that's a good idea.
Upon opening the chest, Quickthorpe finds 3 flasks.
It looks like this flask is filled with oil. Who knows? This flask of oil could be useful.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, we are here. Ba 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 da, ba ba. Saving once more. Why? Because I want to. Because I want to do the save. Save with me, boys. But yeah, I'm so waiting for the next week. So waiting. The body is still there. Well, hello. Well, hello. Sorry, mulla on tönkkökävely.
You're the little mortal that's been out and about, threatening to kill me. I'm extremely amused.
Right.
Let's see what you can pull out of your little tutu before I ice
Tutu.
you.
Tutu.
I've got a hot little surprise that's perfect for you.
Tutu.
Oh, really? And what would that...
I'm still working on that.
And
Tutu.
You poured oil on me, you idiots! I hate oil!
Oh, yeah. Why not? That wasn't hard. Shiny.
You can't believe it. All that it needed was a little cleaning and polishing. Now it's so bright you can see yourself.
That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it.
Beep. Beep.
1 down, 3 to go. Am I finally going to bum a ride out of here with you, or what?
I'm at your service, but I don't intend to fly on an empty stomach.
Nah.
For this gift of fruit, my heart goes out to you, and so do my wings, for you have now earned your passage to another land.
Thank you. That looks so stupid every time. Save. That looks really stupid every time, you know. But yeah, the idea is we have to find 4 different gems and do something after that.
Whoa there, boy. Where are you going?
Yeah, this is random.
I'm just gonna take a stroll up that mountain.
That's the Highlands. There's nothing up there but trouble for you.
Then where does that path in the swamp lead to?
That path goes deeper into the swamps. There's nothing in it but trouble for you.
What sort of trouble?
You'll just have to find out for yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about some stolen jewels?
You're not the first mug that's coming around here asking questions. I don't know nothing about no jewels.
Ripper.
Can you tell me anything else about this place?
Ripper.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Ripper swamp.
Great. Thanks for the tip.
There's oh crikey.
Can you tell
I'm
me
gonna
what's in the
stick my
tower
tongue
behind you?
in this blowhole.
That's top secret. I got strict orders, see. One gets in.
Do you know where I can find Angor the Snake Demon?
I'm not at liberty to tell things like that.
Ripper.
But I've got this friend who comes by on occasion. In fact, I haven't seen him in weeks. He gets around a lot more than I do. You should ask him.
Yes, I see. Well, you just
The
keep up
guy
the good
really
job
looks
and I'll be
like
moving
the
along.
Course of Enchantia. Yeah, character. Yeah, it does. That was a good game. Sense time remake delayed again. Shame.
Under the bridge lies a poisoned possum. Not very good for the digestion.
Do I have to? It's slimy and it stinks. Well, why not? It's kind of cute.
Yeah, like I said, really strange dialogue. I'm still waiting. Still waiting for the System Shock remake. I've been waiting for a year now. Because if I remember correctly, I bought the System Shock remake I bought it like a year ago. So I've been waiting for getting that game. Yeah. Well, it's been paid.
Would you like a soggy possum?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I normally wouldn't while on duty, but that's an offer I can't refuse. And to show my appreciation, I'd like to give you this useless hearing aid in return.
Well, thank you.
Thanks a lot. I can't wait to try it
Useless. Useless. Useless.
It's the lizard guard's hearing device. Upon examining the strange hearing aid, Quickthorpe discovers some smelly green plug.
Nice. Nice, smelly. But yeah, next week we are gonna play, you know, that old Wayne's World point-and-click adventure. Yeah, they made a point-and-click adventure out of Wayne's World, the movie. Think about that. Think about that.
The trees are dripping poisonous moss.
Hello, Hegu. How are you? Welcome. And thanks for the raid, and thanks for the people who came with Hegu. Ilta.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. We are playing Fable. Yeah, not that Fable. Not that Fable. Let's do a save. What were you playing, Hegu? What was the game? Too fabulous. Yeah, I know. Too fables. Too fabulous. Quick derp. BF4. Nice.
Those trees
I
are
remember
dripping
playing
with
BF.
poisonous sap.
Child, don't even think about getting by me till I'm through with you.
I make love to you, baby.
But I'm just...
I remember playing the first Battlefield a lot when it came out.
Let's not be long on words. Listen, sugar, I got some sweet sounds to soothe your soul.
Sweet sounds. Oh.
Wow, what was that? I'd like to try it again.
Why does that... Is it alligator or what is that going to try to be? She has breasts. She has breasts. Breasts. Why? Yeah, BF 1942. Star Trek transporter sound. True. Sounded like. But how are you, Perez? Roots. Perez Rudes. Star Trek transporter sound. Yeah, this is a strange game, really. This happens in a way in a fantasy world, but the dialogue is just so strange that I don't know. She's Penelope. Right, Penelope. Right.
I can't hear a thing now.
Yeah, I hope that I will either.
Well, I declare, child, you sure know what's good for you. Now you just sit still and your mind is gonna make you feel all better.
Well, why not?
These guys look like they're eating as they're getting on the ride, or they're already very nauseous and sick. That's great. But yeah, it's a pretty big park. I left all the... I was going to try this again.
The ride never stops. The ride never stops.
Quickthorpe now owns his first musical instrument. It's too bad he's got no rhythm.
Yeah, you know, like the dialogue is something like this.
The mountains are the only safe place to be, high up within the walls of the ancient city. But even there are no gaps. The mountains are the only safe place to be.
Oh, this looks nice. What?
That's a big friggin' spider and I'm not getting any closer to her.
What? 230 miles per hour?
Okay, that's it. She does not want any new friends.
I like it already.
Let's see if she likes some music.
Music?
That should keep her down in her hole. I wonder if that's the lizard guard's friend. Or at least what's left of him. Wow, there's a small gold key attached to those bones. Now, I've just got to figure out what this key's supposed to open.
Nothing. Did I get it? Yeah, it's there. Honk. Seems like so many random soundboard, yeah. that would be a great, marketing center for this game, Fable. A game when someone hits a random soundboard. I would buy that. I would buy that, I would buy. There was many selling points in that one. It was said, but this game crashes, so we are doing saves a lot. Yeah, now I remember. Boom. Yeah, it works that way.
This spear might come in handy along the way. He's out cold. I better act quick.
He'd be squished like a snail, but he'd be squished.
I should do something while he's not looking. Just like taking candy from a baby.
This is a really strange game. Really strange game, just saying. Axe. And my axe.
This axe will definitely come in handy.
But Shelly, next week on 20th, we are getting new emotes. New emotes. Not bad. Not bad. Is it B and E if you have the key, no matter how it is obtained? Usually it is. Oh no. Oh, not. Maybe it's entering. Or is it only E? But yeah, I believe it's break and entry. If you example steal the keys of someone's. I think it's a break and entry then. Only E. I don't have money for the B, so we are doing only E tonight. Yeah.
Even an empty flask could come in handy.
Obtaining. I obtained your key. I wasn't stealing. I obtained it. Nice.
An old blanket is lying on the floor.
Oh. Oh. Really?
It looks like a book, among other things, has been stashed behind the curtain.
He won't notice this book is missing.
Yeah, I'm stealing everything, but he won't notice the book is missing. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So long since I've been cooped up in that cage. I'm just aching all over.
Chuka chuka. This game turned really interesting now.
Dear me. My manners are simply awful. How can I ever thank you?
I have seen many movies that start with that sentence. Yeah.
How about we get more comfortable?
Like I said, the dialogue this game.
Not so fast, big guy. I've just gotten out of my cage.
What were you doing in that cage?
Buy me a drink first.
I was locked up in there, you silly. I've been in that cage ever since that horrible snake demon decided that I was dangerous.
I remember Lasoli reports almost every stream I do.
Why has he done such a bad thing?
Because he is evil. Pure evil. Like all those other horrible demons ruling over these lost lands. Oh, my dear. My dear Quickthorpe.
Quickderp.
If only you knew the danger you and your people are in.
But I do. That's why I'm on this journey to take back the jewels from those beasts who stole them from our people. And I'm going to kill those beasts if it's the last thing I do.
Yeah.
They're to blame for the way things are.
Yeah.
My dear Quickthorpe, the beasts which you speak of are not the ones truly responsible for what has happened to your people.
Oh, really?
The true legend goes far back to the ancient times when the Mecubars ruled this world.
Mecubars.
The Mecubars, who are they? And what is that supposed to mean, the true legend? I've already found the emerald after killing the ice giant of the frozen lands. Is that not proof enough?
But please don't do it, because I believe Twitch doesn't.
Must be very careful with
Twitch usually bans quite automatically.
Fall into the wrong hands.
There are people who,
If my suspicions are correct,
some trolls that make,
even more dangerous than you can
streamers live really hard when they do.
I can only hope
reporting
that you will not
without
fall
a
into
cause.
the same trap as the others did.
But what others are you talking about?
I am speaking of the very same beast that you must now destroy. But there is an even greater one who will destroy your people if you're not careful.
So you're telling me things aren't looking so good for me?
No.
There is still a chance. I want you to take this powder. It will help you use the powder wisely. And don't forget to mix it well. You must now go quickly to the ancient city in the highlands. There you will find Izion.
No, I don't. But some other people may think.
Izion will have something that is very important to you and the
Some other one may think you are. So you never know. Well, hello, lady.
Iris is a magnificent creature. And although it doesn't show, she's been round the block a few times.
What? Yeah, let's do a save. This is like I said, strange game. Really strange. Oh my. Oh my. Quick derp is moving. Could be down the dumps. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't want to remember that game. I don't want to remember that
It looks
game.
like the squirrels have been busy.
Take the nuts.
I'll just help myself to one of these nuts.
Have it.
A small collection of vases has been... It's a vase.
Yep, it's a vase and it's filled to the brim with...
Quickthorpe takes the vase filled with water.
Thank you.
A large circular...
Large. That narrator really sounds like a guy who narrates, you know, nature programs. Well, hello. Robbie Williams. I know you. I know you. Titan. Oh, it's Titan.
Hold on there, little guy. Nobody gets past the mighty Titan.
Can you tell me how to find an old man named Izion?
Yeah.
Sorry, but I've never heard of the guy.
Let's see you try that again.
It would be my pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yoink. Oops. Wise guy, eh? Funny game. What? Ah. Ah. God damn it, this game. Oh. I used an axe on the door.
I feel like a klepto taking all these things. Money in the hay, this is my lucky day. I can see 6 gold pieces. You can never have enough money.
Bitch, please. Let's do a save. Yeah, I'm getting
the gates are
a couple of more boxes. At least 2 more boxes.
I could just go on. I could just go.
Yoink. Well, this is like yeah.
I found this book in the same tower where Iris was held prisoner.
Let's see here. Memories of an Enchanted Evening. I've been looking everywhere for this book.
Memories of an Enchanted Evening. That sounds...
If that isn't proof, I don't know what is.
Thank you, Quickthorpe. Iris told me about your mission and has asked me to help you. Please, take this ancient key. It's the only thing I have left from the time of the Mekubars.
Oh, you
Guard this key during your quest. For the jewels that you seek must be properly placed into it.
You and your valor.
This key and its jewels are the only future for the people of Balkane. And you, Quickthorpe, are their only chance for that future. When you have reclaimed the fourth jewel, you will then know what you must do.
Men of valor.
You might as well take this old key. I've no idea what it's for, but it could be useful.
Yeah, this is a key that I know. It could be crap, it could be junk. Take it. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Those books are on self-help and personal improvement. Please, by all means, help yourself.
What is a valor? What is a man? Yeah.
It looks like the gargoyle's actually chained to his perch.
That man looks pretty angry. Everybody is angry. Now look at this guy, old beggar.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Hello? Okay.
Little human, you should know better than to come barging in my house without knocking.
Awesome travel in Facebook. Yeah. Chessburger. Thank you. Thanks, Chessburger. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice looking kids you've got.
Flattery will get you no...
I should think not. By the way, is that the old beggar's leg you're eating?
It was. Now it's smoked jerky.
I was rather thinking of returning it to it.
That would be a nice gesture on your part. Why don't you come here and take it?
On second thoughts, I'll let you keep it.
Too bad you don't know what you're missing.
Oh wait, he always look up like that. Ah.
Nothing.
It's better than...
I can't argue with you there.
Whoops. Sorry, clicked too fast. Tom Perry. Yeah, winter is come, but yeah, in a couple of days it's going to be like +6 Celsius and stuff like that. So first we get snow, then it melts, and then it freezes over. And hello, head trauma. That was safe more. And hello, Ante, by the way. Yank.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
WinRAR is coming. Well, think about it. I registered WinRAR. Why? Because I'm a good guy. I paid for WinRAR. Hello.
Can Quickthorpe vanquish the snake demon, or will he be reduced to smouldering toothpicks?
I'm here to take you out and stomp on your skull, you no-good rotten snake.
Napster.
You're the mortal child who says he's going to make mincemeat out of me. I'll bet you don't even know what mincemeat looks like.
No.
Sure I do. My grandmother makes a mincemeat pie every Sunday.
Why don't you try your little drummer boy routine like you did with my lizard guard?
You mean with my hypnotic drum? But how do you know about
Black
that?
sausage.
Silly mortal.
I like black sausage.
Sees all and knows all things.
Black sausage is nice. I like it.
Rats. Maybe I should duck out of here until I figured out how to waste this slime.
You cannot eat much of it, but you know, it's really makes you full fast, but yeah, tastes great. Like. Oh yeah.
The hard part of this job is going to be when I have to hand these
blood
jewels over to
sausage.
some old coot
Almost
when
the
I've
same.
done all the work.
Almost the same as blood sausage.
I almost didn't see this money hiding back here. What the heck? I can always use the cash.
It tastes great. Hello.
Are you the captain of this ship?
No.
That I am, mate. Welcome on board.
Do you think that this ship is seaworthy?
California. But we are from Finland. We have unlimited knowledge.
She's seaworthy, airworthy, you name it. She's
Unlimited
worthy, all right.
anything.
It all depends on where you're going and what you're paying.
The engulfed fortress might be fun to visit.
Mashed potatoes.
But that's on the other side of the skanker range. There ain't no way I'm crossing that again.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
We teach
I know the roundabout way of getting
everything
there.
about the universe here.
Figuring there's some pretty rough seas.
You want to know all about the world, all about love, all about life. Come here.
Excuse me a
We
sec.
cheats. We teach.
What in tarnation are
You
you
tell everything you
gawking
want to
at?
know.
Get back to work.
I'll just walk to Mickey D's. The service is better and it's definitely cheaper.
Mickey D's. Mickey D's.
Are you the cap?
That I...
Can you?
I...
Do you? Would you mind taking?
You two either are wrong. I ain't seen...
The engulfed.
Hold on, figure it... what in tarnation are you I think...
Would you like to have a lollipop?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. No one's ever given me a lollipop before. By the way, I already changed the price in the captain's log for you. So all you'll have to pay is 8 gold pieces.
What was that?
I don't feel like talking to anyone or anything.
No, no, I don't want to.
You mentioned a roundabout way of getting...
I did. We'll have to go by way of sea, so it's gonna be 8 gold.
I think I can manage that.
I hope you're not looking for trouble. Son, you just sport yourself for one-way trip to the engulfed
Hulk Hogan
fortress.
and his kid. Who looks just, I don't know
I see
what.
as well you give me a bit too many gold pieces, but I do appreciate the tip.
This is so strange game.
Here we are, boy. According to the gyro thingamajig, we're spot on. Destination engulfed fortress.
But we're in the middle of the ocean.
That's right, and your Emerald Fortress is
My
somewhere at the
boy.
bottom.
My man.
You mean the engulfed fortress?
Right, mate. It's somewhere down below. It's quite simple, actually. All you've got
It's
to do
just
is jump
awful when there are
overboard
those
and let gravity
3
do its work.
CDI Zelda games.
But how
Third
will I ever
one,
breathe
I checked the
underwater?
price on eBay. It cost like what? 2,000. Sorry, not 2,000. 1,400 euros.
My job was to get you here.
What is
the rest is your
so
now,
nice.
if you don't mind. I've got
Evening,
some work to
Litvarski,
do.
evening. Everybody seeks trouble because troublemakers need trouble. They are the bad boys and girls of the world. Vamma mama. Vamma mama. Sucks.
Phew, I can barely stand the smell of myself now.
The jokes. Yeah, that's true. They don't need to seek, but they make the trouble. Thanks, Litvarski. Thank you. Let's stay quiet about what's inside. If you know, it's a surprise. Content creators, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I see the captain prefers old-fashioned pillows, among other things.
Mm.
It's the old hairpin under the pillow trick. I must say, I didn't expect this from the captain.
If not for any other
But why?
reason, Quickthorpe takes the hairpin just to embarrass the captain.
Yeah.
Quickthorpe takes the magic parchment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bending open this hairpin is a brilliant idea.
Yeah. It's this kind of game.
That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Maybe it's filled with incredible objects from the far seas. Maybe it's filled with junk. There's a small box hiding just... Damn, I'm good.
Damn, I'm good.
I'll take it anyway, just in case.
And we steal everything. Nice. Yeah, so you're a good person. We steal everything. That doesn't do anything. Believe it already. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. I will do what I want. Because I'm a grown-ass man. I can do what I want. I can go to bed after 10. Not be grown-ass man, yeah. Grown-ass man. Well, fuck you then. You know my number, Lasoli. You know my number. No, we missed something. No, I don't. Yes, you do. And let's not talk about it.
In a well-lighted corner of the cabin stands a funky little dress. That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's. That is beyond the range of Quick...
There's a bunch of jewels in the drawer.
Funky.
This'll piss off the captain in a big way, but that's his problem.
No, it's not. It's your problem now. That's true. It feels like that.
The hatch is now open.
I really couldn't
Piece of
be
the
bothered.
captain, yeah. I know. Why? Why would you like the piece of the captain? I don't know. I don't understand the person. This is so strange.
Good meat to eat. This raw steak has been sitting here for a while.
I don't mind if I do.
I've already got a piece of raw meat.
Was it Balket Bellows? Yeah, it was. Bellows fan. We have a smelly socks. Use it on...
It's not very appetizing, but they actually fit together perfectly.
Great idea. Hi, Knaps. How are you? We are playing a strange game. Really strange game. Really strange game. I don't know why, but we are. Because I like to do that kind of thing. Let's do a save. Nah, no, we did the save a couple of minutes ago. Howdy ho, there is a shark.
Incredibly enough, it would seem that the shark has just died from some horrible food poisoning.
Not bad.
This is a completely normal stream. I do this of my own free will. No one is forcing me to do this stream. I've not been coerced into doing this stream.
Yeah, I play a lot of normal games. I play a... Oh.
Now that the shark is dead, you don't mind jumping in.
Oh. Oh.
Now that the shark is dead, you don't mind jumping in.
So we put the stone in our mouth. Well, why not?
Into the brim, to the rim you'll spill, and your lungs will bung like a fish's bill.
Well, why not? Think about it. This is a great time to play Echo Quest on Thursday.
There he is, guys. He's touched down already. Let's see if he's okay.
No, we're not. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of point and clicks. Next week I'm going to play a full point and click adventure game, Wayne's World. Yeah, like I said, they made a point and click adventure of that movie.
No broken bones.
Discord Facebook's down. Yeah, I did. I have to check. No, it's only my Discord isn't down. And my Facebook isn't down.
Fortress?
No, my Facebook works. It's only you, Vancaster. You have been banned. What have you done? What have you done, Vancaster? The message person API systems are.
You should stay away from
no
the
message for me then.
If you know what's good for you.
You just let me worry about what's good for me.
Just the same, I wouldn't hold my breath hoping to find...
I really appreciate your concern.
Don't get me wrong, most of us are friendly once you get to know us.
Oh.
It's just that we don't take kindly to strangers down here.
Maybe someone
I'm
is
not looking for any trouble, but I've got some important things to do.
Soon Twitch is down. I hope not.
You look like a sensible fellow. Go back where you came from while you...
Tell me where to find the engulfed fortress.
That's an easy one. It's dead ahead. You can.
Oh. I need to come back. Because those give me... kelp. Or something like that. Let's just wait. They come back. Please come back. Please come back, my horses. This game is not realistic. Yes, it is. How do you know, Lasoli? How do you know? Have you ever been at the bottom of the sea?
You're still here, I see.
Where else did you expect to find me?
Here or there is as good as any.
I was actually hoping...
Same here. Actually,
yes!
It's something we do down...
Guys, really, you should...
Take it. I'm tired of carrying it.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's lucky that we dropped down here. This is like XCOM 2. The old one, you know. There is a laser. Leroy.
I don't feel like talking to anyone or anything right now.
Leroy Jenkins. That was a...
Now this is a nice thing you've gone and done, giving me this tail. I'm really touched. I'd like you to have my favorite shovel.
Does this mean I can keep it forever and ever?
That's right. It's yours to have. Now stop getting mushy on
I
me
think that
or
it's
I'll
infinite.
change my mind.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
This could come in handy in the future. Oysters are quite rare at the bottom of the sea. A few can...
I don't see the point in taking that. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oysters are quite rare at the bottom of... Bummer. There's no pearl in it.
Aww. Aww. Slowpoke retreat underwater. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. Hidden path. You can see it. It's not hidden. It's not hidden. Ah. Safe. And now we find, you know, what was it? SquarePants. What was the guy's name?
Neat. There are a few oysters. Cool. This oyster's got a pearl in it.
Nice.
Quickthorpe takes the lovely pearl.
Nice. But hey, Chaz, thanks for the drawing. I did post.
There's an oyster shell laying around here. There's nothing in here.
I did post it on the social media.
There's an oyster shell in the sand. There's a pearl in this oyster shell. I'll just help myself, thank you.
Looking for pineapples. Oh. But we don't have any pizza for pineapple. Oh. Did I say it? Yes, I did. I say it. But pizza doesn't go into pineapple. Edge of the abyss. That sounds nice. That sounds so really nice. Habba.
Oysters are quite rare.
It's a healthy looking oyster. Cool, there's something inside this shell.
This pearl is going to feel nice in your pocket. A sexy doll-faced siren is sitting on a rock in the middle of the abyss.
Oh my. I didn't need to spooba. I need to. I like this game already. This is it was 3 out of 5, but now it's 4 out of 5. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. The game of the year. Subfools. Hello. Hello. Engulfed fortress. Use knife with William the Gardener. Right.
Yes, may I help you?
Well, hello.
Could I interest you in some pearls?
I've heard that before.
Please come in. What did you say your name was?
What? That sounds scary.
Well, well, what have we here?
Yeah.
This is quite a rare find. I've been searching all my life for 3 identical pearls.
And I find it in like 5 minutes.
I guess they are pretty identical, but they're quite lovely. I was going to give them as a pearl necklace to my girlfriend. Oh well, there goes that
Yeah,
idea.
sorry.
Not to mention the favors I would have gotten in return.
But what is? Would like to know.
Don't you worry. Wait till you see what I'm going to give you.
I'm not gonna give you a sexy siren pearl necklace, but you're gonna give the dead old corpse of a dark pearl necklace. You know, Chessburger, the choices you make.
You won't even remember you had a
Choices you
girlfriend.
make with your life. You had
Cool, what is it?
It's the only map in existence to the legendary lost treasure of King Thut.
Oh,
wow,
this
thanks a
whole
million.
Game gives
I can't
me
wait to
creepy
go and
vibes.
hunt for it.
You see? You've completely forgotten about her already.
Forgotten about who?
Goodbye. Antiquate chest. Ah, grass. It's funny how you see the game crashed, but the background is still moving. The background is still moving, but the game crashes. But this is why this is the reason why we do saves. This is the reason why we do saves. But no worry, guys. No worry, guys and girls. Mama, where we were? Ah, we were here. Ah. Well, hey, no problem. We can see Siren once more.
They're cool. This oyster's got a... I suppose I could...
Quick thought.
We can see Siren.
Burying this wouldn't... The sand looks quite soft around here.
So let's... No complaints here.
There's a pearl in this oyster shell. I'll just help myself, thank you.
You don't feel like bending.
No complaints here. We get to see Siren once more. Life is good. Life is good. Well, we know what... Well, Mr. Chaz, we know... Or at least I know what that can mean.
Something inside this shell.
This pearl is going...
I know what that can mean. In a way, you know. In a nasty way. There is there is some kind of, you know... Yeah. In a nasty way. But why not?
Yes, ma.
Now we just fast click this one. Let's just fast click.
You've got 3 nice pearls.
That's so perfect, well interesting, yeah.
Well, this is...
I was going to give them... Oh,
don't you...
Cool.
It's the...
Wow, thanks. You've forgotten about...
Now let's do a save here. Because as you can see, the game likes to crash. Yeah, freeze screen. Well, you know, it's a turtle. But, well, in real life, many turtles are really fast. At least the small ones are. The small turtles can be quite fast. I got a... Knapp's nose. Knapp's nose. Knapp's nose. Yep.
The sand looks quite soft around here. The sand looks quite soft around here. The sand looks quite soft around here.
Was it here? Yeah, resurrect.
After hours of furious digging, Quickthorpe strikes something hard in the ground and pulls out what appears to be a treasure chest.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Excellent jackpot. I think we could say that unlimited bark ready in order when I get back.
Right.
I think we can all agree that I am now filthy rich. Burying this wouldn't be a good idea.
No, sorry.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
We go from here. Great game. Great game. Core. Not Tor, but core.
I don't feel like talking to anyone or anything right now. Burying this wouldn't be a good idea.
Back off, my little friend. You're not authorized to be here.
Core, I want you to have this treasure. I have a feeling I won't have any use.
Well, he left fast.
Oh well, I always was a slave to fashion. Just in case I get into a jam with my pants down. It looks like there's an entrance to some tunnel or cave.
Everything is down. That sounds strange. Internet is down. Nice. But we are online on Twitch. Nice. We are safe, thank you. Well, there's a control box. There's a control box. What? And bats.
Up we go. It's kind of fun, actually.
Fantasy game.
Wow, I'm back up here now. This planet is really connected and screwed up. Oh well, I'll just have to make the best of it.
Now we are here. Strange. Land of Mists. Oh, now I know. He's still sleeping. Oh, she's gone.
I kinda like this old blanket.
The opposite out of what's tweets or go outside? Yeah. Yeah. Who goes outside? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's still it's almost 9 p.m. here in Finland. Too much oxygen. Yeah, and during the day too much sun. Yeah.
I'm not taking that. It doesn't look anything. And down we go again.
Too much people. Too much everything. Let's do a save. Once more. I like to do saves. Why?
It looks like...
Because I liked. Yeah. Mazes. I like mazes. But luckily I remember this. Not a really, you know, not a really hard maze. Crowbar. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got the power.
What? What is organic beverage tonight? 0% more lager. Oh, and it crashed. Just, well, we saved. Just when I showed you what I was drinking, it crashed. Nice. But we did a save, no problem. Hi Tesna. No alcohol, yeah. They have gotten really much better in these couple of years. Even though they don't have any alcohol, they have a taste of beer. Not the watered down sludge, what I say, that it was like in the 90s. So not bad, not bad. Not bad. This game is crashy. But yeah, I need to start this weekend. I need to start taking screenshots of some of my old streams, because I think that in 20th of March, which is my 1-year anniversary stream, I'm going to, you know, do a showcase about the past year, which was nice, you know. Maybe show what happened in that month and stuff like that. Could be fun.
That did the trick.
Keep out.
It's one of the many openings connect.
Hei, good night. Oh, hei, hellettönt koulas oli.
Her name is Baverne, and she's got looks that kill.
She has tentacles for her hair. Not bad.
Honey, I'm home.
What? What?
Welcome to my chamber, foolish mortal.
She's wiggly. Yeah, she is.
Before you die, please tell me how you found me.
I'm a man who walks tall and carries a big stick.
You might have a big stick, but tall.
What?
Tall or small, I'm afraid to say that one of us must fall.
Yep.
You speak of falling as if it were the end. I've already seen the end. I found nothing but the beginning of an eternity of mutilated evil.
Would you mind rephrasing that last bit? I'm a little confused here.
I came from your world a long time ago.
Okay.
It was a beautiful world then.
Shodan. Shodan. Yeah, that. Good reference.
We, your people, were captive slaves by the Mechuvars.
Really good reference, Tesna. Really good.
They possessed a secret
Oh no, somebody
power
took
by
a...
which they could channel their energy and travel through many worlds.
And you tried to discover what their great secret power was, right?
Right.
All we Volcanians wanted. It was believed that the key was in discovering their secret.
As I understand it, the key to the Mecubar's secret is in fact a special gold key which holds 4 precious jewels.
I see that you've done your homework. In fact, the key was only a link to the Mecubar's power. The problem is we never found the secret, as we were betrayed by our leader. The Mecubars captured us and destroyed our planet.
Yeah, fantasy game.
Since then, the 4 of us have been exiled to our shattered worlds. Our double-crossing leader was the only.
So all of this mess is your fault. You make me sick. I should...
Yes. Please kill me. I can't keep it in.
That's just what I plan to do.
Any way you can. Use your big stick if you have to.
Power up.
No problem. But I'll have to take it out first.
Every time. Every time. Oh, well, that was easy. Well, that was easy.
Ho hum, 3 down and 1 to go. This switch must be controlling something in the exterior.
Let's just save. Yeah. This is fun. This is fun. Fun. God damn it.
It's one of the
you know, I've played this game before, but I have to say that the dialogue just surprises me every time. The dialogue just surprises me every time. Oh, now we go down. 66 road 666.
It stopped moving.
Yeah.
Route 666. I like the way that sounds. Kind of evil.
Welcome to the land of shadows. Nice. I like it. I like it already. No. Yeah, it works that way. Waxed slaves. What?
Quickball confidently maneuvers the switch to the on position.
What? What?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Where?
The Boogeyman.
Please enter.
Like I was gonna give him my real name.
Yeah.
Looky here, Bull. There's a new kid in town. Let's be nice and show him to his room.
Oh yeah, welcome.
Quickthorpe surreptitiously takes the cup. Quickthorpe takes the plastic plate.
Plastic plate.
Now all I have to do is find another spoon and I could play She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain just like Grandpa.
Or Spoon Man.
Quickthorpe takes the note with charges.
Oh, the game.
There's something weird about that part of the floor.
We had
We're
cowboy
experiencing
skeletons
major
yesterday and we have
perspective
cowboy
problems
skeletons today. I don't know.
A closer look reveals nothing more of interest. A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
I don't know. Well, hello.
I've come to free you. He's not responding. Can you hear me? I said you're free. Still nothing. Wake up, I say. You're saved. You can go. I don't get it. He's either deaf, dumb, or... My name's Quickthorpe. I've come to free you.
At last, after all these years, my prayers have been answered. I'm free.
Poor old guy. He's finally kicked the bucket.
Just like my life. Just like my life.
Well, I'll be... There's a key in his pocket. The old bugger had probably forgotten all about it.
I've got the key. Let's hope it's the one to the door.
Well, let's do it. Save once more. Because you'll never know. You'll never know with this game.
It's the only door in this prison cell. That doesn't do anything at all.
It was open. It was open.
They put in a brand new lock, but it uses the same old key. These guards are operating at a very high level.
Are they drinking? They're drinking tea, or what? What the hell are they doing?
I don't believe it. They're having a coffee break.
Yeah.
Could I have one of your official ID cards?
Shucks, I forgot mine this morning.
Do you
have yours, Bull? Why, yes, I do. Here you go, pal. But please don't look at my picture. It's mighty embarrassing.
Why did they give me the ID?
I'm looking a bit overweight. Photos always add about 5 pounds, you know.
No problem. Can you please tell me where I am?
You're here with us in the land of shadows. Do you have any other silly questions?
Yeah. Sheesh, nice pitbull. Yep. 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 River stinks. Stinks. Stinks.
This kryptonite is great stuff. Can't even feel the heat on my hands.
Kryptonite.
The Grim Reaper's name is Von Hexter. He's in charge of the Hell Rail.
Von Hexter.
The Grim Reaper's name is Von Hexter.
You must be sweating like a pig under that robe.
You get used to it after a while. It's the prisoners I feel sorry for. It's like an oven in those cells.
This kryptonite feels... Yeah,
Let them suffer is what I say. Speaking of prisoners, I've come down looking for one that's escaped.
That is great emote. Snaps. Great emote.
Why haven't the guards sounded the alarm?
Good question. They must be on coffee break again.
That's typical of those idiots. Not to worry though. No one can... I don't recall ever seeing you here before. You must be one of the new guard recruits.
It's the only safe way to...
Hell rail. The ride never stops, right? Hell rail. I can feel the hell in it. What?
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing down here?
Just a routine inspection. I'll be on my way.
Strange game. Nice. The number of servers offline are having issues right now is insane. That feels really strange. Really strange. Really strange. Internet is down. Well, nothing. Oh yeah. Hey, Sifuxia. Thanks for the follow. Internet is down and we didn't lose anything that we needed.
I should take all these stones and do a run.
Thanks for
Who's
the
ever
follow,
gonna know?
Sifuxia.
Nah, I'm the hero, and heroes are honest.
This is a weird game. Really weird game. Yeah. What was that? What was that trying to be?
That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that looked really bad. That looked like a CDI graphics. That looked like a CDI graphics for real. Yeah, let's do a save once more. Don't want to do that one. What? Or again. Yeah, Spotify, Discord, Wikipedia, Amazon Web Services, everything's down, but TZIBU is still. Yeah, I'm like a cockroach. Even when nuclear holocaust is on, I won't die. I won't die. I'm tough like that. Da 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 da.
This fits perfectly.
Perfectly.
This fits perfectly.
Perfectly.
This fits perfectly.
Perfectly.
This fits perfectly.
Perfectly. Yeah, it was safe once more. It seems everything is down at the moment. Yeah, could that be the reason, Sika, by the way? They are rerouting everything because of Russia. Could be a possible reason. Could be a possible reason.
Okay. Now what are you supposed to do?
This is a window. Windows. Well, well.
I just love pressing buttons to see what happens. What's that noise?
Zero gravity chair. What? Godzilla is here. Yeah? What?
Good morning, Quickthorpe. How's my favorite master of the Matrix doing today? You know, I still can't figure out how you ever managed to merge your entire family with a frozen mackerel at the age of 3. You're a special case, all right. Anyway, I guess there's no need to remind you. Today's your special day. The big 2-1. The rest of the prisoners have all chipped in for your cake. Triple layer chunky chocolate muffin. See you next.
Yeah, this was the original ending. Yeah. The ending was so bad that they had to release the game second time because they had to make a new ending for the game. Think about that. Yeah, at least they say that there are 2 versions of this game with 2 different endings. This is the original one. And there is the other one that has quite different ending. You can check it from YouTube. But GG, we have done Fable. And we don't have to do it anymore. Never again. Bueno. That was fast. 2 hours. 10 minutes. Or like 2 hours. What? I have to check. What is the speedrun of this game? Speedrun world record of this game. Have to check. Am I number 1? Does anybody speedrun this game? And the game even crashed like 4 times. Oh, there is speedrun.com. 26 minutes. 26 minutes and 25 seconds. What? Get on it. Yeah. Let's just go. 26 minutes. We can do it. No, we can't. God damn it, this game. 26 minutes, 25. If I ever start to speedrun, I promise the game won't be this one. It will be something else. Because have you ever checked those King's Quest speedruns, like King's Quest 3 speedrun? That's so. I'm just saying that is so. Someone just remembers that you have to. He was the speed, walking speed to the maximum, so the character just really warps around. Chuck. Okay, right, only Basque. I know, you did it so well, Sifu. You did it so well. Which game would you marathon speedrun for a watercolor for your 5-year anniversary stream? That's a good question. Minesweeper.